Please welcome from the Sex Lives of College Girls, Pauline Chalamet, Amrit Kaur, Renee Rapp, and Aaliyah Chanel Scott. Look at this, these ladies. If you haven't seen the Sex Lives of College Girls on HBO Max, you gotta like run and turn it on. This is like a series that you can binge in one day and have a good time. So I gotta start. We gotta spend my time with everybody. So Pauline, yes. You are a native New Yorker. So you are. But you're coming right from Paris. So did you have your day planned? What are you doing now that you're here?
Well, I'm here for a very short period of time, but I can say that what I've done in the 12 hours since being here is get on my bike through some of my favorite streets, and spend 4 hours at a bar called Marie's Crisis.
I love Marie's Crisis.
Yes.
We go to Marie's Crisis.
And
all right.
sing along to some show tunes.
There's a lot of show tunes going on.
And you saw some high school friends.
And I ran into some high school friends.
You got a lot going on before you go back home. And you, Amrit, you are flying back. You came here for this, but you are flying back to Pakistan after the show because you are filming a movie.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Yeah, it's called Me, My Mom, and Sharmila. It's about a Pakistani woman who's gay and wants to become an actress, but yes, we love our Pakistani actresses. But she has a riff with her mother because her mother couldn't pursue her dreams, and then I go back to being the mother in her youth who has a riff with her.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, Renee, for those of, I was gonna say us, but not us, but for those folks who don't know about the Sex Lives of College Girls, can you tell us about it?
Okay, so this is my task. So I'm gonna try and do it well, okay?
Yeah.
The Sex Lives of College Girls, woohoo! Is a show about, yes, run it up. Is a show about the four of us and all of our interpersonal relationships, love lives, schooling lives, relationships with each other, all the like mess that you go through in college. It is messy, it is kind of nuts, but it's also cute, hot, and fun.
Yeah. Yes.
I feel like that's a pretty good synopsis. Yeah. Did I miss anything?
That's the gist of it. Yeah, you got to.
Right? Sherry's on it.
What were you gonna say, Amrit?
I mean, it also has sex in it.
Well, it's the Sex Lives of College Girls.
Correct.
But Aaliyah, I play your mother, Senator Yvette Chase.
You do.
And I know when I started working with you, I was like, this girl is so good. She's so confident. I didn't find out later that you were terrified.
Oh, horrified.
When you were
terrified. I was like,
you
you're also Sherri Shepherd. That's pretty crazy.
But girl, like literally, it was your first TV role.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was a whirlwind. It was a whirlwind, yeah. I do remember though, I think I admitted it to you. I was like, Sherri, I have no clue what I'm doing. Tell me something I can learn.
And you were so good when you did it. You came in like blasting. All you ladies did, which is what I was so impressed on the show. Now, it's so funny because, Pauline, your mom was a Broadway dancer. Your brother is Timothy Chalamet. I don't know if you know that name, Timothy Chalamet. But who's that? Timothy Chalamet, your brother was. Mom's a Broadway dancer, but I know that you're a bit of a rebel because I did not know. I knew you moved to Paris, but you didn't tell anybody that you moved to Paris?
No.
What happened?
I was maybe a week away from graduating from college.
Yeah.
And I was a little lost, as one tends to be at that age. And a friend of mine in Paris was like, I just signed a lease on a 2-bedroom that I cannot afford. Do you know anyone who could move in? And I said, I will move in. And she was like, really? And I said, yeah, send it over. She sent it over. I had some savings because I worked through college, sent over my part of the deposit, and maybe a week before leaving, I said to my parents, I'm moving to Paris. And they said, okay. And they said,
and you've been there.
And I've been there.
You've been in Paris, and you love it.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, I do. I love it.
I know we talk about that all the time, and one thing I am excited about, Amrit, you have been doing stand-up comedy. You have been doing stand-up comedy, which I love.
Oh, God.
How has life been on the road with you doing stand-up?
Well, Sherri, you know what I'm gonna say. So Sherri was the first person who heard my stand-up ever. And in between takes, I would be like, Sherri, can you come into my trailer? Can I go to yours? Just tell me what you think about it. So we did it again and again every time you were on set. And then I went a couple of times in that plaid blazer. Funny outfit.
And you got on stage.
Got on stage and still continue. I got a note from my coach last night. She was like, where's your stand-up? I haven't seen you in a couple of months. So, yeah, thank you, Sherri.
Well, thank you. I'm so glad, because you're funny as all get up. Amrit, so I'm glad you, so stay on stage, keep doing it,
Yes,
keep doing it.
thank you.
Now, Aaliyah, both you and Renee, you are the Thespians. You have been, let me see, Aaliyah, you studied musical theater in college, and studying the musical theater in college, I know you don't play a thespian in the show, but did studying musical theater help you in Sex Lives of College Girls?
I mean, yeah, the same general concept of acting, but it more so helped, I think, between takes. We could whip out our chorus line choreography. We could do some Wicked, Legally Blonde here and there.
Yeah.
Keep the folks entertained, really.
You would.
That was really
It was always a lot of singing and dancing.
It was a lot of singing
with
and
these
dancing.
ladies.
Perhaps too much, maybe?
No, but you did it. You did it.
We had fun. I do feel like that is the sole reason we were hired, and I do feel like we have lived up to that expectation. Yeah.
They love doing TikToks, love singing, love dancing.
They came out here.
These are the TikTok queens over here. Doing it so much. And Renee, you are so good. First of all, I just love watching you all work. You are so good in the show, an amazing actress, but I did not know that singing was your passion.
Yeah. Yeah. I started acting so that I could get grown men at labels to finally pay attention to me. Because they wouldn't when I was a kid. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll make sure you do. So then I started acting.
Now tell me about it. I want to congratulate you because you have an EP coming out. You have your first one coming out.
Yeah, coming out on Friday.
On Friday?
Yeah, or Thursday night at 12 here.
What's it called?
It's called Everything to Everyone.
Everything to Everybody. I like this. Now, I gotta say, I love these ladies so absolutely much. They are sticking around, and I will say more with the cast of The Sex Lives of College Girls next. Yay! We are back with the cast of The Sex Lives of College Girls. So, Renee, season 2 premieres next week. It's coming up. Where do we leave off? Where do we, keep going? What's happening?
I mean, I think season 2 picks up pretty evenly from where we left off. We just kind of stopped and, now we're back after Thanksgiving break. Again, it just continues to get messier. It's cute, there's surprises, but it's also you get to see the four of us get a lot closer as roommates, which is so special in this season. Because I don't think we really got the time too much in season 1. So you really start to see the relationships develop and deepen. It's nice.
Yeah, so if people watch it, it's your family's just ultra conservative rich.
Right.
And Aaliyah, like you said, your family, I'm politician rich.
Yes. Right.
You're coming into it. And Pauline, you come from a family where it's they had to work for it to get there.
Yeah.
So you don't have the money that they have. And then Amrit, your character, you come in, you're funny and you want to fit in. And
I'm pretending to have money.
And you're pretending. And you got a family that works very, very hard, too.
Yeah, I got a Subway restaurant.
Yeah, they own a Subway restaurant, and they want you to be like a neurosurgeon, and you want to be you want to do comedy.
I do, but I lie. I did this in my real life, too. I told my parents I was going to have a minor in science, and I almost did it, but really, I was not ever going to be a doctor. And I was in theater school, and I intended to be an actor, and I was like, too late, guys. I'm 4 years in now.
What I love about the show, I'm speaking of that because the show tackles very important issues that young women are talking about right now, but you do it in a comedic way. So how does that work out?
Well, I think that's brilliant, and I think Mindy and Justin have a really good algorithm of how to have issues be presented in a digestible way. So even though you're coming back from work, you can see and learn from the show without it blowing you away and draining you out. You're dealing with issues in a way that's fun, comedic. That's the word. I know what comedy is. Comedic with a sense of humor, you know, drama
I also
with a
feel
sense
like
of
it like humanizes them because you see them on these four
totally.
young women that you grow to care about a lot, and so it's like they aren't some mystified idea of like what happens to women in the world. Like you see it happen to these young girls, and so it's like very real, very human, that doesn't make a big issue out of everything. It's just sort of like things that happen to people.
Absolutely, life.
Yeah.
Now, Pauline, it's called The Sex Lives of College Girls. There is a lot of nudity on the show. But are you comfortable with the nudity?
Oh, 100%. 100%. I'm not shy about it. No, we also are so lucky, I think, to work on a set that is, I'd say, a set that evolved maybe after the 2018 Me Too Time's Up sort of evolution, where the set we're on is incredibly safe.
Yes, it is.
And it's a comedy. So a safe set plus comedy makes it so that when you're naked, it's kind of fun. It's just fun time. And that's how I feel about it. So I think that maybe if it were something a little more dramatic, a different story, maybe I would feel differently. But other than that, I mean, it's great.
I'm still asking Mindy and Justin, when y'all gonna have me take my clothes off? I ain't took my clothes off yet in this daggone show. Y'all, Renee, Aaliyah, Pauline, Amrit, I'm so thankful that you are here. I love you all.